Welcome to the Android Studio introduction. When you install Android Studio, this is the first thing that will pop up, somewhat like this. And the first thing to install an app, you want to start a new Android Studio project. For the application name, you want to give your own name. So let's do Quiz App. Now for the company domain, this is like a URL for a website. It has to be unique in the entire world. So let's do kind of like, and it's the opposite, comes in the beginning. Let's do the Miranda Quiz App. And next. Now the minimum SDK. When you look at a minimum SDK, always look at the version number, because this is the minimum version number that people can install on your device. So if a person has a phone and they're on version 3.0 for some reason, and they try and install your app, your min SDK is 4.2. They can't install it because they're not 4.2. And you don't want to just put it for 2.3 because that'll work for all devices, but you won't have certain features. So a good way to do that is to kind of get something like 85% or more of devices, and that's good. Yeah, I'll do 17. Now we can choose an activity. Now an activity is pretty much it's similar to a web page on a website. It's one view that you can see at a time. And this activity that we're picking out is the first view or page that a user will see when they open your app. So we can choose things like an empty activity that's pretty much blank, a Google map, login activity, settings activity. So there's a lot of things you can choose from. Let's just do an empty activity, and then we can name it. I think we're just going to keep it as main activity. This is the Java name, and this is going to be the XML name. XML is similar to HTML, and that's pretty much what it's going to look like on the screen. That's the properties it's going to have. It's going to finish. Still doing some stuff. Okay, there we go. It's going to exit out of these. Now, the first thing is this is your file directory for your app. This is so this is your app, and this is pretty much where your Java files go. This main activity is pretty much the Java file for your main activity that we set up, the first view or page that the user will see. Now if we go in res and layouts, now we see this activity main again. And now if we click preview, we can see this is kind of like it's kind of like HTML and CSS for your app's page. You can change the properties. For example, we can see this text view over here. Let's go to the design. You see this text view over here. Double click it, and see at the right we can change the hello world to hello, this is, restaurants, the other one. There we go. It's this one. There we go. That's some problem there. I was pressing enter and I was... Don't press enter. Let me capitalize that T right there. Try and customize this output, this field. Oh, some problem. Putting this in. Well, there's a manual way to do it. We can go to text. And you see this text view. Oh, that's why. Get that. You see this text view. When we hover over this, this is going to be selecting this view right here. That's what they call each I just know this is view. This is a text view. So we're going to change this, the text of it, to 2. And we can also change like the width. For example, wrap content is going to wrap toward wrap how big the text is. So see how it's getting bigger. That's wrap content. And if we do something like, if you do control space, you can see what options you have. And this wrap content match parent. Match parent pretty much matches your parent, which your parent is relative layout, which takes this whole entire white part right here. Same thing if we do over here, match parent. It's going to take the whole entire parent. So this back to wrap content. Now let's play our app. We're going to press the play button. And we're going to go to create new virtual devices. This is going to create like a virtual Android smartphone. This next. We want Lollipop. And we're going to name our device to test device. Press finish. Press OK on the test device. And just wait for it to load. Oh, I forgot to tell you that the Android monitor is meant for kind of like it shows all your errors and your logs. So if you're familiar with Eclipse or IntelliJ, this is IntelliJ. It will show any type of log in here, or any type of error, anything like that. Okay, we encounter our first error with our quiz app. There's nothing being displayed. I have the problem. Fix it. There we go. Don't mind that. There we go. Now we have hello, this is Ted. And congratulations, you did your first tutorial.